Give your legs 5 quiet minutes after you wake up, and you can keep the strength that many people lose year after year. Here is the truth many people feel but rarely name. As the 40s and 50s arrive, mornings become rushed and still. Coffee, screens, and sitting take over. Hours pass before your thighs, calves, and hips do any real work. That pattern drains strength slowly. Then one day a set of stairs feels harder, or getting up from the floor feels heavy. We can change that slope with one small morning habit that is simple, safe, and fast. The single morning habit is a 5-minute leg primer that you do right after you wake up. It is a short sequence of gentle moves that turn on your legs, wake up your balance system, and set the tone for a protein-forward first meal. 5 minutes is enough when you do the right work with calm focus. You will feel warmer, steadier, and ready for the day before your calendar pulls you away. Before we start moving, let us explain why morning work pays off later. Muscles are living tissue that respond to signals. When you move with control, you send a growth and maintenance signal. When you eat enough protein throughout the day, you give your body the building blocks for repair. When mornings are still and the first meal is light on protein, the signal is weak. Over months and years, that can lead to loss of muscle and balance. Your new habit flips this pattern. You give your body a steady, daily nudge toward maintenance. If this focus on small daily wins fits your goals, subscribe so you can learn more tips about living fully and share this video with someone who might need a gentle start. You will do 5 moves for 1 minute each, and you will breathe slowly the whole time. If any move hurts, scale it down or switch to the gentlest option. Keep a stable support nearby. Before you start, a quick safety check matters. If you have recent hip or knee surgery, unstable blood pressure, severe joint pain, frequent falls, or chest pain or severe shortness of breath with exertion, begin with the gentlest versions near a stable support and speak with your clinician. If you take blood thinners, move slowly and avoid fall risk. With osteoporosis, avoid bending and twisting under load. With diabetic neuropathy, wear supportive shoes and keep one hand on a stable surface. Minute 1 is to sit to stand from a chair with control. Place a sturdy chair behind you. Stand tall with feet under your hips and both heels on the floor. Reach your hips back and sit down softly, then stand up by driving the floor away. Keep your knees in line with your toes and your chest comfortably lifted. Aim for calm, even breathing and a smooth rhythm. If your knees feel cranky, use your hands to assist or place a cushion on the seat to reduce depth. If you cannot stand without help, scoot to the edge, lean slightly forward, and push through your feet and chair arms to stand with support. This pattern strengthens the thighs and glutes, which are the engines of daily life. Minute 2 is slow calf raises with fingertip support. Hold the back of the chair or the counter with light fingers. Rise onto the balls of both feet for a slow count, pause for a heartbeat at the top, then lower your heels back to the floor just as slowly. Keep ankles straight and knees soft. If you wobble, widen your stance and keep a hand on the support. If this is easy, raise one leg at a time, but only if your balance feels secure. Strong calves support walking, stairs, and balance. They also pump blood from the legs back toward the heart, which can reduce that heavy lower leg feeling many people notice later in the day. Minute 3 is gentle hip hinges to wake up the backside chain. Stand tall with feet under your hips and soft knees. Place your hands on your hips. Send your hips back like you are closing a drawer with your glutes while your spine stays long and your chest faces the floor. You will feel the back of your thighs and glutes catch the load. Return to standing by squeezing your glutes. Keep the motion small and smooth. If your lower back feels sensitive, limit the range or perform the hinge with hands sliding down your thighs only partway. Hinges teach your body to bend safely, protect your back, and make lifting groceries or grandkids feel easier. Minute 4 is supported mini lunges for control and alignment. Step 1 foot back just a stride and hold a counter or chair with one hand. Drop your back knee a little while your front knee tracks over the middle of the foot. Rise with a gentle push through the front heel. Keep the range small and slow. After 30 seconds, switch sides. If any knee complains, make the steps shorter or switch to step back taps without bending both knees at once. These mini lunges train hips, thighs, and balance in a way that carries over to climbing stairs and stepping over curbs. Minute 5 is the single leg balance with fingertip support. Stand tall and hold the counter with 2 fingers. Lift 1 foot a few inches and stare at a steady spot in front of you. Breathe if this is hard, keep a full hand on the support. If it is easy, hover your hand over the support without touching. After 30 seconds, switch legs. To progress, turn your head slowly left and right while keeping your chest still. This balance minute is not about heroics. It is about teaching ankles, knees, and hips to work together while your brain maps your position in space. That is how you reduce stumbles later on. Now that the 5 minutes are done, take a sip of water and feel your legs. Warmth in the thighs, a gentle burn in the calves, and a calmer breath are good signs. If something felt off, make a note and change the version tomorrow. This habit is a conversation with your body, not a test you pass or fail. After your 5 minutes, build a calm first meal with a steady protein source. Movement wakes up how muscles use amino acids, and feeding that process now helps maintenance. Eggs with vegetables, strained yogurt with berries, or warm oats with milk or soy milk and nut butter all work. If you have kidney disease, ask your clinician about the right protein level. Right after that, hydration is the quiet partner of morning strength. A glass of water on waking can help with energy and blood pressure steadiness. If you have a fluid limit for heart failure or kidney disease, stay within your range. As a simple add-on, morning light and a short walk help your body clock. A brief outdoor walk after breakfast can help you sleep more deeply the next night. In winter or with fair skin or a history of skin cancer, ask your clinician about vitamin D testing and guidance. On the practical side, make the habit easy. Place a sturdy chair by the kitchen. Add a note on the coffee maker that says 5 minutes 4 legs. Set shoes where you can see them, and keep a small notebook by the chair to jot down steady, wobbly, or knee-happy. Let us build a 2-week path so this habit settles in. During week 1, you will simply do the 5 minutes every morning right after you wake up. Use the gentlest versions as needed. If you miss a day, you simply do it the next day. During week 2, you will keep the same 5 minutes, but you will add an easy layer. You can slow the lowering phase of each move, count 3 seconds down, and stand up smoothly. You can hold a light bag of rice or a small backpack during the sit to stand if your knees feel happy. You can lift your heels a bit higher during calf raises and pause for a heartbeat at the top. This slow and steady progression increases the signal to your muscles without strain. If your joints or balance need adjustments, scale with these options. If knees complain, use a higher chair, keep lunges shallow, or switch to step back taps. If balance feels shaky, train between a counter and chair or use a toe kickstand. If your lower back is touchy, keep hinges shallow, think long spine, and stop before discomfort. To build momentum, here is a gentle challenge to try. For the next 7 mornings, do the 5-minute primer before you touch your phone. Then, in the comments, tell me which move felt best and which move needs the most patience. Your feedback guides future episodes and also helps others in this community see that real people are doing this with them. On travel days and busy mornings, do not break the habit. If you are in a hotel or visiting family, you can still use a chair and a counter. If you truly cannot do 5 minutes, do 2 minutes of sit to stand and calf raises and count that as a win. Perfect is not required. Consistency is what matters. What progress feels like and how to adjust. Within 2 weeks, standing from low chairs may feel smoother and stairs a bit easier. As weeks pass, add only one change at a time, such as a soft pause at the bottom of the sit to stand or a slightly higher rise onto your toes with a slower lower. A light, dull ache the next day is common and fades as you adapt. Sharp or increasing pain is a cue to scale back, and if it persists, to check in with a clinician. Once a week, count how many slow, high-quality sit-to stands you complete in 1 minute and note it. A gentle upward trend over months tells you the habit is working. And here is a very important note. Sleep pulls the whole plan together. When your body clock is steady from morning light and regular movement, sleep tends to deepen. Better sleep supports hormones that influence muscle maintenance and appetite control. If naps sneak in late in the day and steal from your night, keep them short and early or skip them. A calmer night makes tomorrow's 5 minutes feel easier. Some people will need a tailored path, and that is expected. If you live with chronic knee osteoarthritis, start with higher chairs, partial ranges, and more frequent rests. If you have advanced balance problems, work with a family member nearby or a clinician to supervise at first. If you are recovering from illness, begin with the first 2 minutes only for a week and then add the next minutes as you gain confidence. Then, when you feel ready, you can add a small weekly test that keeps you honest without pressure. Choose one day each week to count how many slow, high-quality sit-to stands you complete in 1 minute. Write the number in your notebook and circle it. The goal is not to win. The goal is to see a gentle upward trend over months, which tells you that your habit is doing its job. When motivation dips, lower the bar to start. On low motivation days, promise yourself for the first minute only. Say, I am the kind of person who warms up my legs before the day starts, then begins. Finally, remember that strength is not only for athletes, it is for carrying groceries without strain, stepping off a curb without fear, and getting up from the floor with a grandchild in your arms. Protecting that strength does not require an hour at a gym. It often starts with these 5 quiet minutes, done most mornings, with care and patience. 2. Stay connected. If this felt helpful, subscribe now so you have a steady stream of practical steps you can use the same day. Share this with someone who needs a gentle starting point, and in the comments next week, tell me how your legs felt after 7 days of this habit. Let's build a community that chooses small, steady actions that protect our future selves.